For anyone that's followed Erskin Music, you may have seen that we've hosted Create retreats for the past several years. 8 years? 8 years of
Is this 9
retreats.
or 10?
I think this is the 9th year.
This is 9, yeah.
And so we're almost to that 10-year mark, almost to the decade of doing retreats together. And it has grown and it's been amazing. We've had awesome co-writes and times with maybe 8 to 10 writers that we really get in to the questions of the music industry. We give advice, we give encouragement, we do co-writes with artists, and a lot of them have written on their own, but not with other people. And so we've had amazing times and amazing songs come out of Create retreats. But this year, we're taking it to the next level. We're changing it up. We are opening it up to way more writers by the Create Songwriter Conference happening for the first time. So we are upgrading from retreat to conference style to allow for more people to be a part of what is happening here, to connect with other co-writers, to learn from people that are actually in the industry. I cannot stress enough how important it is to meet other people, to build that community of people that are doing the same things you're doing. Absolutely. You're going to be in the room with people like Erskin, with people like David Delgado, songwriters who can tell you about the craft and teach you about the art of songwriting, but also the music industry and the questions about, well, what do I do with this song once it's written? How do I get it out there? How do I market it? How do I promote it? How do I...
Is this even a good song?
That's a great question to ask, and most people may glaze over that. So, yeah, there's a difference between a good song and a great song. We've even talked about that here.
We'll even tell you if your song is a good song or a great song or just a poem.
It could be a song. Yeah. Yeah. And so we want to invite any songwriter, whether you've written on your own, whether you've written with others, if you're looking to connect with other songwriters who are doing the same things, maybe you're on the worship team at your church, maybe you're an artist recording some of your own music, or maybe you're writing songs to pitch to other artists. This is a great conference for you to connect with other people that are in the Christian music industry. So this is for Christian songwriters who want to learn more about the craft, who want to get encouragement about your career and the direction you should go with your songs. This is such an important decision for you as an artist. And so this could be a game changer, just to be in the room with those folks and to be, you know, having those conversations, making those connections in real life with people that are going to get it. And so this conference is a great chance for people to get together and to learn, to grow, to build up those skills, and to get your questions answered. You might not know where to go for those answers, so why not go to people that have been in this for a long time? And between the leaders of this, we have been through so many different situations, so many different seasons, so many different genres. Oh, yeah. We have so much experience to pull from that you're going to learn so many things just by coming and being a part of this. And let's tell them about it. Let's tell them when it is and how you can sign up, because that's the next thing you're going to need to know.
Yep, it's May the 2nd through the 4th. The 4th goes into that Sunday. And so we're inviting everybody that's out there to the Nashville area. We're going to be in Clarksville this year. We're going to be at Salem Community Church. Great LED wall, great facilities there. We talked a little bit about how they hosted us so exquisitely for the Christmas event. This is going to be even greater, kind people that are there, but a great facility and great opportunity to really engage in the area of songwriting. Lydia, if you don't mind, I want to take just a minute and talk a little bit about the tracks that we have coming up this year, as we're going to be expanding our efforts from just having a retreat, which it wasn't just a retreat. It was a great retreat, but we're expanding it, like Lydia said, to include more writers this year. We're going to upward of 40 writers that are there, possibly even more if we can figure out the nuance.
Room, come on.
Yeah, we've got space there. But I wanted to mention the fact that we have 3 distinct tracks that we're going to be teaching on the Saturday of the event. And one of those is one that's near and dear to my heart. It is the artist track. Lydia and I have talked for years about the fact that I just don't think that artists are really resourced the way that they ought to be, with like a one-stop shop for things that are going to be important in terms of how the branding, marketing takes place, what the emphasis and impetus behind being an artist is, what that looks like in comparison to the world and even in comparison to the music industry. And so I'll be teaching a special track on that. Another breakout track that we'll be having is one that's specifically on the art of songwriting. David Delgado and I have written numerous songs together, and he's an exquisite songwriter. You'll be able to glean from his insights and information that he's going to be sharing with you in the art of songwriting. Lydia, as I said before, worship leader extraordinaire, is going to be sharing a track on worship leading. And on the Sunday morning of the event at her church, David is going to be leading worship. And so this is practical skills put into practice all throughout the weekend in various ways. And so we hope you guys would consider coming May 2nd through the 4th to the Create Songwriter Conference. The price, I should go ahead and say, is $299. We've reduced the price and we've included more writers this year. And so we're really excited about the price point because we think that that gets a lot of people access to this incredible event.
Yeah, and the way you can sign up is to apply at the website, which is createsongwriterconference.com. createsongwriterconference.com. You fill out an application just so that we know that it's a great fit for you, it's a great fit for us, and we will get you more details and get you signed up with more information of all that you'll need to know to get there, to get started, and to be prepared for an awesome weekend you're not going to forget.
Now, we'll say there's a couple of details that are a little bit different this year. Whereas in the past, we have had a retreat that's all inclusive that has lodging for you. You'll have to find lodging in the area, and we're going to have some links and some resources for that for those who are traveling from outside of the Nashville area. So we'll be able to give you guys some pointers as to how to do that. But this year, we also have, what would you say, a showcase, Lydia?
Yeah.
That is going to bring together and tie in everything that we're doing at the conference.
We're tying together several amazing opportunities for you to hear others' music, to see them perform, to kind of get an eye and some inspiration for what other artists are doing right now, and to inspire each other. So we do have a showcase coming together for you to hear artists play live and get to hear them talk about the stories behind their songs and how they wrote their songs, and also to be able to see that in a live setting if that's something that you are doing currently or wanting to do.
Yeah. And so I've already talked to some folks who are planning on coming to this weekend, and you are watching the Erskin Music Show, excited about what it is that they're going to get a chance to experience. And we're excited about having all of you guys be a part of this. I will say that over the years that I've been doing this, it's been neat, Lydia, to be able to see the vision of what Create could be expand because of the efforts of people like yourself, David Delgado. But we'd be remiss if we did not mention Aaliyah, who handles so many of the logistics for this kind of event. And a lot of times when you have creatives, we're very creative people, but we are also blessed to also have creative and administrative people who help us out to put all of the things in place that we need to have a fantastic retreat. So special shout out to Aaliyah.
Thank you, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And you will hear from her after you apply. She's the one that keeps us organized and keeps things running behind the scenes. We love Aaliyah, and she is such an important part of our team.
And so, you got anything else that you want to share about Create?
And I think even if you have an idea that you might want to go, you may not know about the dates yet, it's still in advance, I'd say go ahead and apply. Get the details, get started, get on the list, and this could really be something that is a turning point. It could be a milestone in your songwriting journey. It could be an amazing connection with other writers that you would write songs with after the retreat. Friendships can be made here that are like-minded people that are either worship leaders, artists, or songwriters. So that is who this is for. We want to pour into you and encourage you to get started and keep going, and to have people in your corner who can cheer you on with your music. And as you're putting it out into the world, we want to be able to help guide that and answer your questions where you might be getting stuck, or if it's just something new that you haven't done before, we want to help you get to that next step in your own music.
Didn't want you to miss what it was that Lydia was saying, what she was saying, because there may have been a little bit of audio delay there. Essentially, the writers that have come to this retreat, it's not just a 2-day or 3-day event. We keep in contact with the writers that are there. They're in various parts of the country, and one of them I saw very recently at a concert that I was doing in Florida. And so these are hopefully lifelong friendships that we begin to develop, and then also competencies where we're able to write some things together and continue to bounce ideas off of one another even after the retreat. And so the retreat really is a catalyst and a starting point for some people, but it goes much deeper and much farther than that. And so we're encouraged by that as well. The numerous friends that we have around the country and people who have plugged into this event and been such a special part of it. Now, I'd mentioned before Aaliyah, but guys, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the fact that David Delgado is coming. And you might be saying, David Delgado, why? I've heard the name before, but I should know more about him. Incredible songwriter, and you guys will not want to miss. He's doing songwriting one day, and then in the evening we're doing a song critique. And so get through the sign up portal as quickly as possible, or song review, because the first evening we'll have probably a sign up list, and we try to get as many people on that as possible who want to have their song reviewed, because we'll be able to tell you some ways that you can improve your song. And having more people who are experienced pouring into the songs, hearing what it is that you're doing, knowing your heart, and kind of having just access to greater vision and purpose behind a song, I think is an invaluable resource.
I agree. So if you're thinking about it, get applied today. Go to createsongwriterconference.com, get your information in so that we can send you more details. And also bring a friend. If you know of somebody who's a songwriter who would be inspired by something like this, please send them the details, send them the link so that they can get signed up as well. We have lots of spots open, and we want to make sure that people know about this.
Fill them. We'll fill them. Gospel choir. What do you think about that?